Hot. You bum on your part. Hot. You bum on your part.
Ele banjo.
Yes, sir.
Ele banjo.
Oh, Bella Show.
Ele banjo.
Okay, no more, yeah.
Ele banjo. Why go?
Hot. You bum on your part. Hot. You bum on your part. Hot. You bum on your part. Hot. You bum on your part.
Incabolo,
Wala bolo Jesu.
Wachamele ye mana, yengale no ni ameboyi. Abolo ni chengwe ni bane koni waye koni waishi. Moni abolo le eba ishi ke ya nano. Wachamele ye mana, yengale no ni ameboyi. Abolo ni chengwe ni bane koni waye koni waishi. Moni abolo le eba ishi ke ya nano.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online. The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Wachamele ye mana, yengale no ni ameboyi. Abolo ni jengwe ni bane koni waye koni waishi. Moni abolo le eba ishi ke ya nano. Wachamele ye mana, yengale no ni ameboyi. Abolo ni jengwe ni bane koni waye koni waishi. Moni abolo le eba ishi ke ya nano. Moni abolo le eba ishi ke ya na da da da.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online. The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online. The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online. the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Eminent clergy, the National Chief Imam Sheikh Dr. Osman Nuhu Shaibatu, His Excellency, the former President.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Excellency Dr. Mohammed Ibn Chambers, African Union High Representative for Silencing Guns. This is Jean Adukwe Mensah, Chair of the Electoral Commission. Presidential candidates here present, the Reverend Ernest Edugyenfi, Board Chairman of the National Peace Council, Mr. George Amo, Executive Secretary, the IGP, Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Nime, Name, Nananum,
the news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Of the Fourth Republic in the early 90s. Ghana has been a model democracy and an inspiration to many across the African continent.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Of our leaders, institutions, and citizens who understand the value of peace as the bedrock of national progress. In this light, it is fitting for us to show appreciation to the National Peace Council, the Institute of Democratic Governance, IDEC, and
the news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Others, we must also endeavor to contribute our due. That is why the signing of the 2024 Presidential Peace Pact is profoundly significant. Every general election in Ghana since 1992 has had its own dynamics, and the stakes are always high. But we have never turned our backs on democracy, because that is the path we have chosen for ourselves, and it is the right way to go. Admittedly, democracy goes beyond periodic elections. However, in relatively young democracies like ours, every election presents an opportunity to reaffirm our commitment to the Constitution.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
We have shown that it is possible to rise above our differences and unite for the sake of our country. As we head into the December 2024 polls, the 9th presidential election in Ghana, 9 days from today, I am certain of two outcomes. Ghana will win and peace will reign.
The news, news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, the Chief Justice, Her Ladyship, Justice Gertrude Tokonu, the Chairman of the National Peace Council, Reverend Dr. Ernest Edugyenfi, and allow me to proceed on the protocol that has been well established in order to save time.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your...
I've come here today to place on record my personal commitment and that of my party, the National Democratic Congress, to the sustenance of Ghana's peace. At the very outset, let me indicate that we in the NDC remain eternally committed to the building of a peaceful and prosperous country in which the aspirations of all our people can be met. Our active participation in this event is an indication of its importance in the overall effort to guarantee peace and ensure the preservation of our nation in the aftermath of the upcoming elections. We cannot emphasize enough the importance of maintaining peace throughout this process, before, during, and after. Peace is the foundation upon which our democracy is built, and it is essential that we preserve it even during these critical times. We're all too aware of the devastating consequences of electoral violence in other countries. We cannot afford to traverse that same path. As patriotic citizens, we have a collective responsibility to ensure that our country remains a beacon of peace and stability in our sub-region, and we in the NDC stand prepared.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
While some verbal jousting is to be expected in our daily politicking, divisive language, hate speech, and inflammatory rhetoric that can incite violence should have no place. Temperance, tolerance, understanding, and respect for one another's opinions and beliefs should be the guiding principle upon which our politics is practiced. On our part, as political leaders, we must prioritize peace and unity in our campaigns and avoid unsubstantiated allegations and focus on issue-based campaigning. We must compete on ideas and not on insults. To our security agencies, I commend you for your tireless efforts in maintaining law and order, and I urge you to remain impartial and professional in your duties, ensuring that all citizens can exercise their right to vote without fear or intimidation. To our media practitioners, I encourage you to promote balanced and accurate reporting, and we must avoid misleading the electorate by deceiving them that some parties are going to vote on one day and others are going to vote on another day. We must avoid sensationalism and speculation and focus on providing credible information that promotes peace and understanding. I also wish to commend
Your Excellency.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, Justice Gertrude Tokenu, the Chief Imam, His Eminence Sheikh Osman Sharibitu, the Chairman of the National Peace Council, Dr. Ernest Edugyenfi, distinguished
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
This historic moment in our country's history. And here I'm referring to the signing of the Peace Pact by presidential candidates of the 2024 presidential election. Indeed, this is the day the Lord has made, and we rejoice and we are glad in it.
Are you a STEM professional and are looking to apply for U.S. permanent residency? Then stay tuned, because today I'm going to be discussing an exciting option for certain professionals in the STEM field.
The signing of the Peace Pact marks an important building block in our nation's development. The very act of signing the Peace Pact is symbolic in that it signals to all citizens and supporters of our presidential candidates that they are indeed committed to ensuring that Ghana remains intact before, during, and after the election. It also symbolizes that our presidential candidates have put Ghana first, before their own interests and aspirations. Hence, my assertion at the start of my presentation that this is a historic moment in Ghana's development. As a commission, I'm pleased to note that we have walked the talk of peace. Mindful of the fact that attaining peaceful electoral outcomes will depend on our actions, we have right from the start of our electoral processes consciously operated and carried out our activities and conducted ourselves in a manner that would ensure peace before, during, and after the election. In doing so, we have embraced three essential ingredients, which in our view contribute to peaceful processes and elections, namely transparency, responsiveness, and inclusiveness. And we have applied these elements in all our activities to date. And so right from the start of our electoral calendar until now, we have imbibed these three essential ingredients into everything that we do. Please permit me to mention and share a few examples. Registration of voters. Before the commencement of the voters' registration exercise, we at the Commission provided extensive information about the exercise to all our stakeholders through our radio and TV advertisements. Indeed, we carried out extensive ads in the English language, 10 major outlets, on all TV and radio stations across the country. This inclusive approach saw eligible voters take their turn to register at all our registration centers throughout the country. We also ensured, in the spirit of inclusiveness, that our centers were accessible to all our stakeholders. I'm happy to note that our youth, old, and persons who have not previously registered, as well as persons with disabilities, avail themselves at our various registration centers. In the spirit of transparency and accountability, we provided our political party agents with the start of day reports and the end of day reports. These reports gave them a good account of the number of persons who had been registered across the country on every given day, and allowed it to confirm it with their own statistics they had documented. Additionally, we provided regular infographs on registration data to the citizenry. We shared this on our various platforms, i.e. our website, our Facebook and Instagram pages on a regular basis, making it possible for interested citizens to know with near precision the number of persons registered in the country on any given day. It allowed them to drill down to indicators including the number of male-female voters who had registered across the country on any given day. It allowed them to have information on the number of persons with disabilities number of first-time voters, among others. In an arrangement, equally reduce the burdens of citizens and enable them to verify their details in the comfort of their home.
Watch. This is how my dad got a flat belly at 60s.
This is day 17 of doing nothing but this chair workout challenge every
by discussing the concerns in an open and transparent manner, and by carrying the citizens along. As a result of the live coverage of the proceedings, tensions and suspicions around the provisional voters register were eliminated and the peace of our nation was restored. We applied again the same elements of transparency, responsiveness, and inclusion in our nomination and balloting processes. As many of you will attest to, we opened up all these processes to the general public with the help of our media partners.
If you want to see the results that are coming out from this baseline analysis, from this mainstreaming of election security, and from this holistic blueprint towards election in the next 30 years, these are the records. On our watch, we have 3 major by-elections. And we did not pass the verdict. You did. And he said that those by-elections, in terms of its peace, security, and orderliness, it was first of its kind in the history of our democratic dispensation. That is the result of making sure that you re-examine your strategies and change course, because you cannot continue to do the same thing.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Yamamwina achi deba Hot Online Radio so na Hot Weekend Review and Kwesiade yade bro Hot Digital Online Radio so and some brain ekoso Ghana election moment na ekoso Sambri our nation Ghana. But that's the part say we video know they are to Hot Digital Online Radio at Sabri Obabe coming home na ya pensen sama weekend ekoko so platforms are done so any in sama ye babeto aba 7 December babe koso Oman Ghana emu ebio mamimfa indasi pa ema say and that kwesi ade we video know they are to Hot Online Radio so wo aje embre aja kundwa say wo babetie Hot Digital Online Radio your programmer ya to the weekend review we yet every day ya just say aji bebia inti ya di agrono ba behihye so na ma mintwa me hombra me ba na ya tua agro ne so you every day no every ya
Ele banjo,
Yes, sir.
ele banjo,
Oh, Billy Show.
yes
ele banjo,
Okay, number one, yeah,
ele banjo. Why go? Christ.
yeah I get what you say I just I want to make you friend some if I think people here then I continue with
Wala bolo Yesu Inkabolo Wala bolo Yesu Wachamele ye mana Yengale no ni ameboyi Abolo ni chengwe ni baneko ni waye koni wa ishi Moni abolo le eba ishi ke ya nano Wachamele ye mana Yengale no ni ameboyi Abolo ni chengwe ni baneko ni waye koni wa ishi Moni abolo le eba ishi ke ya nano Inkabolo Wachamele ye mana, yangale no nyamegboyi. Apolo ni jengwe ni baneko ni waye koni waishi. Moni apolo le eba ishi keya nano. Wachamele ye mana, yangale no nyamegboyi. Apolo ni jengwe ni baneko ni waye koni waishi. Moni apolo le eba ishi keya nano. Moni apolo le eba ishi keya na da da da.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Say we video no that so Eda has say we are hot. Weekend reviewer and then Kusiade the bro. Now midi ankasa me just see Rich Roya. Obet me after me be Bria Rich Roya and mejo so sharp. Mami fan check kasi Emma the CEO of the station, Mr. Van Dyke, boss Michelle Ewe, Sasuna programs manager, open manfo unso medin check asepa edema. Ene ye dwuma ye for more in me church obi bia the kwesi de way Michelle. Enti sena measures na meka no a weekend reviewer ye ba be pense someone akoso ewo omangane mu Sabria and Chebia Yebabetu the general presidential and parliamentary elections ewo Oman Ghanemu. Nam say Eddie Canano me bobo audios be and no ye peace pipe ye presidential aspirant nina I will say omushemuna omo signing no mo shagana fuina bo enye bokeke embom e catch magana fuina ti asese abana yame boy ya ba beto no 7 December no asomdwe aba enye pinten bia inti political entities nina represented by their ex and as a flag bearers no ekushiemu sign here na no ase no His Excellency the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana Dr. Alhaji Mahamadou Bawumia ewase oko sign in there na the name sebitudwa Sasuna His Excellency the former president John Dramani Mahama enso no one man so de koye Mrs. Jane Mensah EC boss onso kasawase sanso ena the security head Edema Ghana Police Service Dr. Ekufu Dampare so kupiasa ono so de nsem editudwa enti megidisa senior wutie no ebedi di sansami we nkomo na ne account so weekendi ana say wiki abetwum ewo Ghana ina no yebehwe na yedi hunyina ensem na yekoso no wonso bebem na wonso wabekire wadwene hewo programming so but then before I make also no mamentwe adwene mbra very very important press briefing and then nyame boa and the 1st December we are pepe 2:30 p.m. echo 4 p.m. no Ghana airports any Ethiopian Airlines ni Ghana High Commission press briefing bia say they ba be koso ewo UK ase no mame fa men kan na yen so the UK press briefing Ghana Airport Company Limited in collaboration with Ethiopian Airlines and Ghana High Commission UK invites you to a press briefing with Ghana Airport Company Limited board members on the introduction of direct flight from London Gatwick to Prempeh, the first international airport, Kumasi. Date Sunday, 1st December 2024. Time 2:30 p.m. to 4 p.m. And the venue is Broadwater Farm Community Center, Adams Road, London, N17 6HG. SHG inti ebusia kratai we invitation Ghana's High Commission any Ethiopian Airlines ni Ghana Airport Company for epese ye na ya ye wo UK haina dreams baso say ya meboa Kumasi Prempeh the first international airport no sisia no abrewa eyipuma efi akwanso sisia no ye ba bibia ye bitumi just in say ba bitu ye ba be ye flight from Gatwick Airport straight to Kumasi no stoppage at any point ye njina ekwanso bibia there be from Gatwick Airport Kumasi no ba be ko straight just say ya sampai say osi na yetumi etiase na yetumi edidi dwuma enti no nyame boa ende meno kase yebo don ebien mpemu pepepepe 2:30 p.m. pepepepe sa press briefing eba bekoso ewo Broadwater Farm Community Center Adams Road N17 6HG dimpocho yanshanin so na yina yenkopiase na let's get informed with the new developments senebeya yina yebeko yenim in our transportation in from UK to Ghana inti we in kabwa me pese me de sha sen ten na yeko ye program no so inti let me not waste much time on this. Let's go straight to our issues on board today. Most of the stories that are trending or that have trended over the weekend. Campaigns are so presidential aspirant, just say I can just say about 6 days per na yako the main election. But when you say Ochina the 2nd of December election be babekoso special voting for the security services journalists as well as other specialized people also almost to omaba that is EC officials specialized in security journalists and EC officials are meant to cast their votes tomorrow. Ochina yameboa ebaso. Now we know and say ubia you have to register for it. In the first say we are security personnel and I say we are EC staff and as a journalist, and then just say automatically you need to confirm and I say or say we register for that. Say ubeto waba a special vote and sana yameboa Ochina ebaso nti me no kasa no aye gidi she Ghana Ochina nyasam ketewa kra ejebo sisi ababe dua Ochina yameboa. The first part is starting a special voting for the security personnel, EC, any journalists who have registered to cast their vote for the special votes. Many kasano Ochina yameboa na de chipabi etunya baso she ewa Ghana chese enye fidiagro kra enye fidiagro nti eno start nembo winim say special voting no yen kan on that day. No, it won't be counted on that day. The results will be counted after the general election. In the gone where the days are you na cast say we declare there be we dey declare you besi wonom ye betum kokro. Then we wait on the 7th of December. To main parliamentary presidential area. Then we add all to it and all be counted nicely on the 7th of January 2024. On the 7th of December 2024, I beg your pardon, Poncho. Your friend is saying installment 7 January and you didn't basis so, but the election is coming on the 7th of December 2024. So my main new stories in the Bebre depending you say aside peace pipe signing no eno mu na ba o me patcha say ono enya na abreso ena obehwe ema pinta ye abaso ewo yabatu mu de bida emba so sa so na maama so eka ne sa pepepe se enya na abreso ena printing ebaba so ewo Ghana maimu enem abatu nti ose enya sa na ebaba kra na Mrs. James so ebe kasaya or the ballot issues no emun sensem etutu job said there has been shortfalls in some of the regions ballot box papers no it be a short to and one sensem ne bebre, but she has clarified these issues and the stand and measures that are put in place to ensure say all those challenges will be taken care of. Enti ono so odutuja wonum na yeah, so let me just go to my first story. Which would have to do with the NDC saying that they are ready to hold a final rally on the 5th December. Inti sisi ano a year wrap it up to the 7th December general election, no. Aka final rallies baso. Inti no nyame boa NDC is poised and ready to end 2024 election campaign rally with a mammoth rally. Just say rally kesepa babe koso ewo Ghana. I was say just say enyagro cry enono eye rapapa no rally anymore. Now we now also the National Democratic Congress has announced Thursday 5th December at noon to hold its final campaign rally ahead of the 2024 general elections. The rally will be hosted at Zurak Park at Medina in Accra with theme Resetting Ghana, Let's Finish Strong. In this rally way nyame boa baso on the 5th of December Thursday no NDC say resetting Ghana. As I say, almost resetting Ghana, and so they need to be strong, finish strong. Na eno so air trend there. Just say, uko Ghana bibia ni abrese sabri. We make sure say sa campaign or the no bejim. Now, what is the what effects can that have on December 7th? Sa campaign no. Meaning say any campaign ketwa because eno no ye major one baswa. Just say enye fidi agro kra na ehun effect ni say can it change the affairs of the event say amount for minds on my year on 7 December. Can it do something? Ebe di komo oba na watchwa wadwin on that. Na so ena on similar issues and this MPP susu nyameboa omonso omadwin say omonso be hodu the biggest rally say no so for your friend is saying final rally and so ebaswa no rally again and your biggest rally babaya and so ebaswa no rally again on the 5th inti nyameboa 5th December dear Ghana beye butu pa sanse campaign awu rock kese pa menu ena ebebaso on the 5th of December 2024 enye campaign kitokwa enti we so say MPP schedules final possibilities victory rally for December 5th. So the New Patriotic Party has revealed plans to wrap up its nationwide campaign with a grand rally on 5th December 2024. The event titled Possibilities Victory Rally will be held at the UG Sports Directorate Park in Accra near the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. In an official statement issued on 30 November 2024, the party's national organizer Henry Nana Boakye invited member supporters and the wide public to join what he describes as a landmark occasion broadcast live across all major media platforms. Ebusia MPP susu are you ready? Nyameboa on the 5th of December Ebabe host to biggest now just say I'm just thinking about why the same day why the same day? You know, why the same day? Indeed, it tells you say, and yet it tells you the intensity of the competition. The intensity of the competition. Now, we know, Omudiano Ebaso at University of Ghana, Ebaso Ewo, University of Ghana Sports Stadium. And see, we the biggest one, say, no, the proper kwemu ama 7 December on the side of the MPP. It's not going to be a small thing. Looking at 7 December, now you host to last, a friend is saying, campaigns, biggest campaigns, major campaigns. It is not something that is going to be, a joke at all. That is what is trending. No preparations so to ensure others come on 5th of December. I've got another story here. Now, I think with regards to election peace pipe now or cosigning Amaliba Eddie Abetu just say Woshe senior pipe no yako signing na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama enye chese enye nakumemu ena odeko signing adentia san say signing or signing no or the chese there are a lot of issues with a lot of things that need to be corrected that young correct here inti enye chese enye ne dew enye ne pemu enye chese he was reluctant or to church no nyanyanka on then nanka on signing san say there are a lot of issues on that on issues that need to be addressed that yeah addressed it, but that needs to go on. Let me go into the story. I say Mahama reluctantly signed 2024 election peace pact. Amaliba, the director of conflict resolution for the National Democratic Congress (NDC), Abraham Amaliba, has disclosed that the party's flag bearer, John Dramani Mahama, signed the 2024 election peace pact under protests. This disclosure highlights underlying reservations held by the NDC about aspects of the agreement. Mahama signed the peace accord on Thursday, 28 November 2024, despite earlier indications from the NDC that they might not participate in the pact. The peace accord is a customary initiative involving all sides, but we all know that. In an interview on Channel 1 TV on Saturday, Amaliba clarified that Mahama's decision to sign the peace agreement was not an unconditional gesture. Instead, it reflected that the party's commitment to peace while simultaneously expressing their discontent with certain provisions of the accord. According to Amaliba, the act was a deliberate decision made under protest to highlight their concerns while prioritizing national stability. Finally, he has in quote, he has his goodwill from the international countries. So to have a peace pact being signed in your own country where you are an ambassador to ECOWAS, AU, and you say you will not sign is a bit incongruous. So clearly, by his nature, he went to sign. But you notice that in signing, I would say he signed under protest. In the Ebusia, in summer, just say the brofono aya tin short and answer ni kwakramwa say eye ora mani base which His Excellency John Dramani Mahama peace partner or signing no just say enye bibia just say every opemu san say issues bi wo bebre o ma say ye share signing ye share resolve ye enti enunti na just say wo sha no otwetwetwe he did it reluctantly. You know, na ukoma enya se Sabrita Fracha or ye ECOWAS ambassador na the AU ambassador kra inka on your son say it wouldn't be a thing of good, you know, a gesture say as an ambassador to ECOWAS to AU na bibi say no obaka say one sign it and to assume because you are an ambassador of peace entino enunti na I say oya dem but I can't on sign it and say there are, you know, issues that need to be what? That need to be resolved, that is not resolved. You know, yeah. So it did that in a protest to the Peace Pact. And see, and only one of the stories also a trendy. Now, when you say nyame boa, sisiano, we a very controversial issues. And an issue Ghana and some be. And what is it about? About the new NHS free program no. And then I say and the 1st December no. And okay say about few weeks ago, His Excellency Bawumia announced say omo that dialysis and so omo ko dialysis in now no ye buy ye free won't ya. Now ka say nke be start 1st December. So and then I say today is 1st December and some hospitals have been named to start the program. In the crowd I used to say NHIS names 20 hospitals to roll out free dialysis treatment. Now me say and I say a lot. But you let me go through the story. I'll come back to that. So also the National Health Insurance Scheme has announced the names of health facilities that will provide free dialysis treatment across the country starting December 1st, 2024. The list includes facilities accredited by the National Health Insurance Authority, that is NHIA. The hospital that will offer free dialysis treatment include Heart Adventist Hospital, Komfo-Anokye Teaching Hospital, First Care Hospital, Holy Family Hospital Brekum, Cape Coast Teaching Hospital, Eastern Regional Hospital, Kolebu Teaching Hospital, 37 Military Hospital, Newtown Islamic Hospital Limited. The rest are Ghana Police Hospital, Trust Hospital, Premium Center, Regional Hospital, International Maritime Hospital, Tamale Teaching Hospital, Regional Hospital in Balagatanga, Upper West Regional Hospital, Ho Teaching Hospital, Volta Regional Hospital in Hohoi, Efiam Kwanta Regional Hospital, and Takrady Hospital. And also this announcement follows Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia's announcement that starting December 1st, the government will provide free dialysis treatment for all kidney patients covered by the National Health Insurance Scheme. Dr. Bawumia emphasized the government's commitment to supporting kidney patients through the scheme. The initiative builds on successful pilot program launched earlier this year, which targeted patients over 60 and under 60 years of age. Under the new policy, registered kidney patients under the NHIS will be entitled to free dialysis treatment, a measure designed to ease the financial burden on patients and their families who often struggle to offer the procedure. Enti ebusiafo senior Dr. Bawumia Ekan previous weeks ago no sisi ano ejabo bende first enti no meno kasa no hospitals a mebubo din ukọ Ghana omo na ya certify omo say omo nhwe na omo ma free dialysis ye na enim senior dialysis ehun edwuma eti eka senior ewom na yamin chade eba free in Ghana when you go to or when you visit these hospitals that I mentioned. Ukwa free and if you kwanta Kolebu Teaching Hospital, Trust Hospital, Ridge, and no one can eba free. But my problem has been funding, just as many Ghanaians also thought of that. But then I think say Dr. Abuaji Da Costa Ababel clarified where the resource or funding eba be free eba be support, because say na me can me pause and me bano many Ghanaians, especially uko parliament, I think the minority were concerned about the funding, because dialysis enye sika kitwa kra, but where was the funding going to come from? many kasano the National Health Insurance Authority CEO Dr. Da Costa a confirming say funding no yameboa a World Bank ena eba beboa World Bank ena eba beboa ombehwe emasa policy way ye rolling out inti menu kasai sisia no free dialysis and the more kidney problem na de no wokwa there's a yeba abehwe free Senebeya wonso benya ehu apomodin nubi. But then how sustainable it is? How sustainable it is? Because Ghana, we all know, we are not doubting it, but we are also concerned about sustainability. Say, this is a good program because it is very costly. So if it's going to be free, that is fine. But my concern is also, another concern is, and you know, are we saying that now everything should be free? Is the freebie? Is it a means to induce vote? And I said to trigger vote. And I said then because I said now the free is becoming like a norm in Ghana. Free never be a norm in Ghana. What does it mean? Is it a bait to vote? Vote or what? What does it mean? What does it mean? But yeah, it is. It is going on. Indeed, that is also what is one of the issues trending in Ghana. Now, asam kasiya baku so abetoja. Just say, for me personally, I was a bit skeptic into reasoning why at this moment beto abaka just few about 6 days beto abano opening Eddie sa in 70 but let me go to the story, then I'll come back. I'll say Mahama justifies proposal to close down free senior high school secretariat. Presidential candidate of the National Democratic Congress (NDC), John Dramani Mahama, has justified why his administration will abolish the free senior high school, that is into bracket, free SHS secretariat. The former president said he would scrap the secretariat due to corruption and mismanagement. Speaking during an interview with the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, GBC, on Friday, November 29, 2024, he explained that there is a need to restructure the administration of the policy to enhance efficiency and accountability. Mr. Mahama assured Ghanaians that if he is elected, he would transfer the management of the free SHS program to the Ghana Education Services. According to him, this would bring the policy under more structured and established institutional framework. Now, in quote, I'll say, we all need to sit and look at what the lapses are and see how we can cure those lapses going forward. We want to cut waste. This government is very good at duplicating and creating new offices and things just to create jobs for the boys. But the GES has the mandate and authority to supervise the educational sector. So I don't see why you would have a standalone free SHS secretariat. And I hear the rot and corruption that is going on. In Tebusia, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, as I'm tintin say, wiki arbitrumia no do tudra ewo interview mu or say free SHS no. Say a secretariat no yameboa oba between. But my concern is we all know the grounds. Say about the free SHS. I think it is one of the things that are really connected to people, you know. But my problem is opinion. I think say I mean going to such a peak and touching on such an issue, it baffles me a bit because I feel you know, there would be something I would, but that's my opinion. That's my opinion. Anyway, I leave it to you. I'm just a bit wondering why, you know, and connecting it to issues regarding why the speaker has refused to recall the parliament on emergency call to look at these bills. What connection does it make? What connection does it make? Because we share speaker recall message call I the man on. It is to address some of these government businesses which has to do with a look at passing a bill to take care of free high school and as a free senior high school now continuously come A or B come whoever no you better say our policy never continue no as it stands that's your friend is saying call was not honored by the speaker. I or say campaign we are in the heat of campaigning there shouldn't be that and so connecting what is really about that if you are listening what is the stand of the NDC and I'm just wondering say why if honestly I think say His Excellency is excellent, that's his opinion though, but I think Inka you shouldn't be going there. Rather, you should rather see how we're going to, strengthen it, right? Strengthen it because the development we all know how this particular issue has been a top of story when it comes to the free high school. In Tebusia, that is it, and also air trendy. Sisi Anokwa Ghana, Bebrena and also or can say or ba or between, and it's true. Is saying it. So that's also one of the issues trending in Ghana. Now, I've spoken about the mandatory special election that is going on, that is coming on tomorrow. Now, my story way, last story, I think I will just end it with it. It has to do with digitalization. Let me pause this one. And then I'll come back to the main stories that we will discuss. We see it has to do with Samuel Nkum. Now, you say about last year, it came out say a Ghanaian player Samuel Nkum. I'm say we be agency he gives visa to people. But some say there's one person he assures of a visa. The panel also charge $3,500 dollars. Na say sikano ekofa baby visa no so amba. Inti Samuel Nkum so he's been alleged to face. Sorry, he's been arranged to face court over alleged visa. And also wokwa just say aye gidigidi pa e Ghana because we all know Samuel Nkum ne input in the Black Stars during the 2006 World Cup, and we know the name Samuel Nkum. Into this particular issue, no, just say but the truth is that he paid some part of the money to the person on his agency. The agency now we be say omo visa no. Say visa no amani pano. Nembo uchi 7,000 Ghana cedis out of the $3,500 no uchi mu 7,000 money pano. But a mu almost over 32,000 Ghana cedis no uchi and you know say okokot no. And see Samuel Nkum kokot no. The main issue is really about the visa that he promised that is not being able to deliver to the person. Now there's a story here concerning Doma Uko Doma, and also it's one of the stories that are trending. But I would bring it back later. I would bring it back later because I need to pick it from somewhere. My system is not permitting, but as time goes on. So, ladies and gentlemen, in some no me per se, you share elections na babe koso nyame boa 7 December. Nyame boa ochina ye started special voting. Ochina nyame boa ye started special voting. And no the security EC and EC officials and journalists. They are voting tomorrow. And no instance, you better say. Now, EC say ballot. Some way it is trending. Say, EC is not prepared. EC is not well prepared with regards to ballot shortfalls in some constituency. Because almost think about this time. Yeah, Babetu Abaya or China, Yamibwa, yeah, start to be. Na Sisiano, ballot to one sensem, and I say, Pepesino, ebi, and a short, BNB. That this shows the EC is ready to conduct the elections. So a lot are raising issues. A lot are raising issues that, look, the EC is not ready. EC is not prepared. EC is not ready to deliver the mandate at the Insampi Ediba. Now, I think the EC have come out to declare its stance. Say, look, those it's still credible. It's still credible. Those shortfalls have been taken care of, and it is still credible. So that pity shortfalls now also there was some part, I think, voter region leaks in those parts. ECC, it doesn't show say it's not ready. All those ones have been taken care of. So the EC is still credible. The EC is still ready to ensure say Yameboa elections no be conducting no kama just say problem bia enkoba nti omo amonana na omo say oh EC here ready EC on here ready say you find say be make sure say bibia ekoye ansa na yakwa akwato aba no EC say we should all forget about it, for they are ready. All those shortcomings are ready. Now, I'll say the printing of the ballot shortfalls is part of the procedure to enhance, accountability. I'll say it is part of the procedure to assure accountability. Bibiani amze or say abutre ena yenya. Let me bring this. I'll say the Electoral Commission has clarified that printing of the additional ballot papers for constituency in the voter and Bono regions was a standard procedure to ensure accountability and address potential shortfall during elections. Now, at an inter-party advisory committee (IPAC) meeting in Accra on Friday, the commission said it is 8 district officers and party agents took stock of all ballot papers upon arrival in the regions to be sure that they were accurate and complete before distribution of the election day. Dr. Bosman Asari, Deputy EC Chair in charge of corporate service, said EC ordered the printing of the shortfalls of the ballot upon discovery by 8 district officers during a review of the ballot. He said the exercise was part of the accountability mechanism, adding that similar shortfalls had been identified in Greater Accra, Western North, and the Bono East region, and then political parties were duly notified to provide agents to observe the printing process. The review of the ballot is a standard procedure to ensure that all ballot papers are accurate and on election day. This is to ensure full accountability of the ballot. Dr. Asari has said, "Indeed, just say EC the French just say EC Dakra. The EC is on their feet. The EC is on their feet to ensure that on the 7th of December, we will have a credible, accountable, transparent election." Inti just say kakra bi anye kokokoko so e won bambia bi to say part of Greater Accra Bono any voter reference and region now all those challenges are being taken care of. Inti no akomatoye ena yina any abutre ena isi no extra frigana for say look let's not speculate. Man bibia ekoso na we share this shortfalls keka yes ye wagana say say isi no ye ready isi no say nya dia obeshu accountable isi say the staff are on the ground doing work. It is some of this problem because it's the staff who identified and who prompted. So these challenges are going on so that it can be taken care of. It shows that the men are at the ground. The men are working. Ubiano order, right? Ubiano order. People are working. The EC officials are vigilant. They are on the task. You say ubi dagro. Inti ya yen nama yes EC is not credible. EC is not just say we are doubting, and I say we are shaking in our belief with the electoral system. No, look, EC say we need to exercise patience because they are on the ground. They are on the ground working. Inti nyame boa ochina ye started the your friend is saying the special elections. It is going on tomorrow. Na your best say we makoye security ni EC ni journalist no yina yin me say nka no we shouldn't have a problem for ehu say o bia violence BBC and answer pintem BBC do. These are professionals. We are professionals are almost casting votes. These are professionals who are going to cast their votes. You say this one. There's no way we need to be afraid because if the immigration, police, armed forces, national security, na I will say yes through say there's going to be skirmishes and skirmishes that will bring violence. Now then there's a problem. But I can strongly believe, boldly say, these are professionals. And ABC what Ghana say, set professionals say no. It has always been peaceful. And we know say, Yameboa Ochina, Abana Omoto, a better peaceful. Sa soon a great confidence. EC officials, any journalists, we know we are men of professionalism. I can boldly say, Ghana for let's not be dismayed, let's not be afraid. Ochina ebeya sumdwe, sam penifoi, sam nimdifoi, ochina emeboa omekwa kwato ma aba kama na asumdwe aba. Na me I am a depa one of the nyama I am a depa. Just say I think I am really happy about it. Say ochina yameboa na so moto aba no wi a. Kind because I think previous times they I think there was a declaration. Yeah, I would confirm it. I was trying to be corrected, but I think it is a good thing. Say party A ne di kind and a party B ne di kind. Na and also enkofa. Your friend is saying I want to really commend the EC that they would hold on with that election. And time yambo ochina 7 o'clock brain this is so gidi ochina yamebo 7 o'clock na sa your friend is saying election no e boso just say nya fidi agokra into no 7 o'clock and you best start anapa 7 o'clock pain you start anapa 7 o'clock at in time yambo edumbre 5 o'clock no na ya count we ya canary Mr. Yen County. But by 5 o'clock, na yatuewi and the immigration, police, national security, Ghana Armed Forces, any security agency bia winye bia or Ghana register biano or China Yameboa ombeto sabano. Journalism force yeso yabetu be. Senior Beya, we can have that, free mind, openness, and readiness without any interference. So that we can supervise the electioneering processes very keenly. I think say Ochina Empire Yababo say Bambo Bekosu, Bibia Bekosu, come. Say Ochina Ghana will have the victory even on the special elections na yeba abetono. Tale adena bayon. Inti say ebia ufin say there are more days, Mr. Aka just 6 days. Just 6 days na yeba abeto sa abano. So that is it. Let me go to the story now. Campaigns ochina yameboa on the 5th of December. Campaigns are already Babekoso in Ghana. Campaigns are already Babekoso. Now, I don't know. Does it have any consequence? Or Chase nyame boa 5th Thursday there. I'm trying to imagine the atmosphere in Ghana. But nyame boa everyone is a Thursday nyame boa. I'm just trying to imagine the atmosphere the whole Ghana beba. Enya grow at all. It will not be a joke, but it tells us something is happening. Something is happening in our nation. Something is happening in our nation. Inti and also ye bompai say both NDC and MPP and yameboa Thursday. Omuina omubabo hood omu final biggest campaign ahead 7 December no. Ye bompai si yameboa ebe yasumdwe na eno nso ebe koyie. Aha. Inti eno no timamufo ina ye catch bia say Mr. campaign na wo kwakoye no. Kwana na asumdwe uwia no abefie ubefia na so fasting obe you say den obe you na why would atwe nyame anim for 7 December. Aha. Because senior campaign no are clash no. Senior both parties are doing it on the same day no. It tells you that obi any abre inti your best friend say and also going into that it will be peaceful. It will be peaceful. Now, immigration officers arrested 2 self-confessed NDC coordinators with 3 gun rifles at Samba. Inti your best friend say raffle ni sekan ni ade Mr. Yeko campaigns let's put all down. MPP, you have the capacity of also doing that. Your best friend say, please let's put all those things behind us. Let's put all those things behind that. MPP, NDC, your best friend. Look, the whole world is watching us. The whole world is watching us. Now, we all heard what Ivan Chambers, ECOWAS, chairman. We all heard what she said. Or see Ghana, our democracy is I'm not quoting him directly, but your kind of patch say Ghana your democracy ni bibia just say we are singing na obia any dey try just say we say Ghana there e ba na democracy a just say enye moja sem kra ye your man a ye di ye hwin ye your man ye hote ye your man a ye do ye ho ye your man a just say ye ma democracy embese ye man inti ono de ogitum say Ghana no yebeko ye. So I think that it is a good recommendation I was here na ye bon ho ban na nyame boa 7 December ye kono ye be make sure say ye ngu ye ho fi inti Mr. we are MPP ni we are NDC ni na why what you say wo just say wo ba akokọ so trouble pa cho hwe ye pa bujili and the komolojo gba hwe ye and now no let me say na last week here and one of the stories and so be saying Professor Jane Menso Poku let me say no call campaign to be ewo akuse Akosombo road no so na motor rider bi ba betwem